Alright, and we're back. Thank you for standing by, my friends. Thank you for allowing me a short break, and welcome back to Contra 3. It's been a while since we played this one. I have beaten it before, so there's a chance I might, but it is really tough, especially near the end. So this is going to be about, hopefully, de-rusting. I'm going to play on normal difficulty. I do have ambitions. One day I would love to beat this game on hard. That seems like a very far off goal. Every time I've tried it on hard, it just immediately grinds me into powder. Oh no, I turned them both into spread guns. I forgot that's how that worked. Ugh, I don't want a laser though. No, how did he get me? The thing about hard mode is, like, one, the enemies take extra hits. But also, like, they're so adept at firing at you the moment you enter the screen that like there's certain like sniper enemies that are in position, and I just, like, even knowing that they're coming up, I'm never prepared to deal with them. Oh no. I just bled all my lives away. That's no good. Alright. Well, if I'm going to get a game over on stage 1, you know, there's no sense in using a continue up. Let's go to the end and take it from the top. That doesn't bode well, though. That's a bad sign. I'm getting the game over on stage 1. I actually don't like that homing attack very much. think part of the trouble I have is I don't use my bombs enough. And that might be why, you know, like, if I use my bombs more... Ooh, I got a bit of slowdown there, I think. Maybe I could avoid some of the difficulties I have, particularly with, like, the sniper guys. Don't throw all your lives away, Frownie. The meatballs there, I think they're indestructible on hard mode. You can, if you hang out for a while, you can blow them up on easy, or normal. But I tend to not, because I figure it's better practice for hard mode if I'm not used to getting them out of my way. It's also part of why I don't like to lean on the bombs for anything, is because at some place in the back of my mind, I'm always thinking, like, yeah, but if I ever get good at the game, I'm gonna want to do a pea shooter only clear, so I better get used to, you know, not using the bombs now, so it'll be easier later. The pea shooter isn't really much of a pea shooter in this game, though, because you have like a rapid fire machine gun as your default weapon. This level is really tough on hard mode also. Didn't remember where the thing was. Because these, the guys in the shells here do not like to open up. I have a lot of trouble just getting them to become vulnerable on hard mode. I don't know. There's something I do wrong, but... I've sure had quite the time trying to figure it out. Victory. I was trying to shoot across that enemy, because because I knew its red spot, like its vulnerable spot was that red spot on the far side of it. So I was hoping to like fire, like I was purposely trying to not hit any of the like wheels or the gun on the back because I was hoping that it would go through, and it, some of them did, but kind of weaken it like that. But it certainly took longer than it seemed like it might have. What am I doing? I lost the fire. Oh, that's no good. I forgot he doesn't grab everything. I don't know what the difference is, but sometimes he'll grab a wall and sometimes he won't, and you just have to know which ones are which. No. I didn't even take him out. Fine, we'll go for a ride. How much health does this guy have? He's a nightmare. Blow him up with a bomb? Oh, thank goodness. I don't remember how to fight this guy. Ugh, I'm not doing good. I knew I was going to be rusty at this, but I did not anticipate just how bad I was going to be. Hey, we got another bomb, though. Ooh, I wasn't even looking at the screen. Hello, Pyro Beast Man. Thank you for the raid. Welcome in. Things are going rough. Very happy to have you here. Is that Kano Shiroi? Welcome in. Good to see him. Thank you for coming along. And Shadow Archon. Always a pleasure to have you here, Shadow. Let's do a shout out. Sorry, I'm typing with my dumb hand, so it's going to take a moment. Pyro Beastman, tell us about your stream. What was going on tonight? How are things been for you? Dead Space, is that the new version of that come out recently? Dead Space Remake, first playthrough. I'm checking out your page here a moment. Pyro Beast Man says, I play variety of games. Let's have fun and grow together. Friendly, fun, and loyal. Come with me on this adventure as we level up together. I love it. Sounds quite positive. I'm going to give you a follow, my friend. And depending on if I'm ever able to catch you live at a time when I'm free, I'm certainly going to make my best effort to drop in and check out one of your streams someday. Gold Chips, welcome in. Thank you for being here with us. And Buffalo Hopscotch. I hope I haven't missed anyone. Pyro and Kano are two of my IRL friends, Shadow says. Good chaps, right on. I would expect nothing less in that case. Trying to do the command shout out as well. I've been trying to remember to do both of them when people come through. To make following convenient. Shadow led the raid. Thank you, Shadow. Thank you for recommending us. How goes Retro? How is Battletoads? Battletoads, I am doing... Well, I didn't do as well tonight as I did last night. I've been trying. I'm on a quest. I've got a never-ending first playthrough. I play Battletoads. For the past couple of weeks, I've been playing Battletoads almost every night. And I'm trying to beat it for the first time. I have made it to as far as stage 10. Last night I made it to stage 10. I was not able to duplicate that success tonight, unfortunately. But there will always be next time. I can consistently reach stage 9 in Battletoads now. I mean, I don't make it there on every run, but more likely than not, when I start a run, it's more likely than not, I'm going to wind up at least reaching stage 9. So we're just going to keep doing it. Almost every stream starts with a run or two of Battletoads here lately, though. And, you know, never give up. Eventually wear the game into submission. Oh no, I didn't want to get rid of my fire. I wanted to get rid of my machine gun. I don't know what I'm doing. I own this game, Pyra says. This game is, so this game here, I actually have beaten Contra 3 a few times. I played it for the first time, I want to say like in August, September. I played it for the first time. I beat it a handful of times, but I haven't touched it in several months. So tonight I wanted to play it again for like a D-Rust. Oh boy. The thing about my D-Rust, though, is when I scrape the rust off, I don't think there's anything left underneath. I think it's all rust all the way through. Alright, sorry, I actually got to pause to catch up here. Battletoads is a really tough one. Frownie does some wild challenges on this channel. Thank you, Shadow. I do like my challenge runs. I thank you for the follows. Very kind of you. Thank you, Kano, Pyro, Gold Chips. I very much appreciate having you on board. Thank you for that. Thank you. So yeah, I consider myself a retro streamer. It's almost always old games. I do the whole original hardware thing. I'm kind of lucky. I got into the like retro hoarding thing really early on in the 90s. So I've got a pretty nice physical collection. So we go kind of old school with it. And generally, like, Commodore 64 to PlayStation 2 is kind of my range, but I'm a Nintendo fan, so I do new stuff on the Switch, too, every now and then. But yeah, I like my challenges. We do a handful of different things. So I've played Contra for the first time August before last, or the very first time I ever played any Contra game. It was the first one on the NES. Immediately fell in love with it, and so we've done that. And Super C and Operation C. I've done each of those deathless now. And the idea is one day to like do all the retro Contra games, to do them all deathless at some point. But I'm a far way off from like this game, and I haven't played any of the ones that come after it much yet. I played the Contra Adventure. Haven't beaten it yet, but I've played a little bit of it. Played a lot of it. But there's like Legacy of War, Hardcore, Shattered Soldier, Neo Contra. I haven't touched any of those yet. But yeah, the thought is I'd like to do at least a deathless run through each of them at some point. As you can see, I dream big. It's really awesome. I think you'll get the dub soon enough. Thank you, Kano. I'm pretty confident with Battletoads. I've taken down a few tough games. I'm not really like, I'm not a super skilled gamer by any means, but I'm very persistent. I'm very good at sticking with things long enough to eventually reach the end. And sometimes it's a long time. Thank you for the shout out. No problem, Pyro. Thank you for the raid. It's always great to meet another fine, friendly streamer. Hopefully I'll be able to check by. I'll definitely do my best to check out these challenge runs. Yeah, so the last one we did, I did Castlevania Deathless. Damageless. I did the original Castlevania on the NES. I did a damageless run. We did deathless any percent, then I did deathless whip only, and then I did any percent damageless. I was thinking about trying to do like a true low percent run, but that might be a bit more than I'm cut out for. But I might go back to it. I was playing Castlevania for a real long time there though, so I'm thinking if I beat Battletoads, I might try to go for a 1cc on Battletoads, because I think by the time I beat it, I'm going to be good enough at it that it's not going to be that much different than a regular playthrough. I don't know. We'll definitely pick up something though. I'm always trying to find new retro games that I can suffer my way through a challenge run of. Nice. Are you playing on original hardware? Yeah, Buffalo. I play on original hardware almost all the time. There's for Commodore 64 games, we emulate with the C64 Mini, And sometimes, like, if a game is really expensive and I don't have it, then I might play like a, I might do a virtual console version or a port of it or something like that. But as often as I can, and it's pretty often, I try to stick to physical games on physical hardware, and as often as I can, they're original releases. Um, So it's usually a good bet that that's what we're going. That's what we have going on. It's not 100% of the time, certainly, but it's as close as I can manage. I just I'm really attached to sort of the feel of the old controllers and the big box TV. Half the battle with these old games is persistence. And that's good for me because that's all I got. I open my toolbox. There's one tool inside. There's persistence. There's no skill. There's no cleverness. There's no talent. There's one tool. There's persistence. Thank goodness. It's a great quality to have as a retro gamer. It helps me out. It helps me out. Oh yes, Shadow. You beat the Wizard of Oz game. Shadow, nobody cares about that, right? What everyone wants to know is, did you beat the dice game? That's the only thing anyone cares about. No, GG on the Wizard of Oz. That game looked like a nightmare. I'm happy I don't own it, so I have an excuse not to play it. It's a nightmare. I've always said if you smack your head against a brick wall long enough, you'll break the wall. Yes. I love the philosophy. That's what I try to live by. I've said that, the way I usually word that idea is I say my persistence is my one video gaming superpower. My greatest video gaming weakness though is also my persistence. Because like, when I get stuck in a game, I have a hard tendency to if I have a strategy in mind, no matter how poorly it works, I will determinedly stick to it until I just try so many times it accidentally succeeds. I'm very slow, like I'm very stubborn and I'm very slow to experiment when I play through games sometimes, and like that's where my persistence bites me. I'm very aware of it. Do I do anything about it? Not at all. You beat it offline and took a video of it? Oh, that is great. I'm glad you went and conquered it. It always warms my heart to see a ridiculous challenge beaten. That's my retro game philosophy, and somehow I get through games. Yeah, basically, like I have a philosophy for playing games. It's sometimes it's kind of difficult to communicate on the stream because like when I'm playing through games, I like to do it. I'm very fiercely independent, right? So even though we are on a stream, like I have a very powerful aversion against like ever doing any sort of research on a game I'm playing or receiving any help from any source outside of my own brain. So I've often, like, I have a very limited tool set. to work with. Where was I going with that? Somehow I get through games. Oh, but I sort of developed this. This attitude because I played Kirby's Dream Land 2. I played that really early on into like when I started streaming. I'd been going for about a month, and I played that game for the first time ever. And I determined to myself, for whatever reason, that I was going to beat the game in one sitting on one stream, and I was going to go for the true ending. And Kirby's Dream Land 2 is a nightmare. I missed some very vital information I later found out, and I had to brute force some of the puzzles in that game. And it was a horrific experience. It was hours of suffering as I tried to work my way through some of the puzzles to get some of the rainbow drops in Kirby's Dream Land 2. But the thing about it is, like, it really changed me in a way because I succeeded, right? And so, like, now I have this really stubborn attitude that there's nothing in any video game that if I bash my head against it long enough, there's nothing I can't figure out and eventually beat. It's just a matter of having to be willing to suffer long enough. And it's translated into a lot of, like, agonizing adventures on the stream. Kirby right here. Kirby changes you. I didn't know that going in, but boy, I know that coming out. Hey, Buddha Fingers, welcome in. Thank you for the wheel. We'll spin the wheel. Speaking of suffering, I got a wheel here with 5 different types of hot sauce on it, and we'll give this wheel a spin, and I'll take a very generous sample of whatever it happens to land on. They range from the mildest sauce is a jalapeno sauce, and the spiciest is a ghost pepper. I will say, as ghost pepper sauces go, it is a more mild ghost pepper sauce. I've definitely had spicier ones. Why are you staring at me, Isaac? Hey. And speaking of that ghost pepper sauce, that's what the red wedge is. I'm so glad there's an area here in this level where I can just kind of stand and hang out. Alright, so we use a wheat cracker as the delivery method, and I just try to load it up with as much as I can without having it drip too much off the edges. And here we go. There's not like... It's not world-endingly hot. It's like... It's right at the, like, edge. It's probably, like, the hottest sauce that I could eat and enjoy. I think when I run out of it and have to go a step up to put something worse on the wheel, then I'm really gonna be in trouble. It's pretty good though. If you like a real spicy sauce, these are all Melinda's brand. It's ghost pepper wing sauce. If you want a real spicy kind of buffalo style sauce and you don't want to mix anything yourself or melt any butter, it's certainly it's certainly a good one. But that's all there is. It's already fading away. Hearts on fire. Like the Castlevania song? Nice. How was the black truffle? The black truffle sauce. The thing is, I don't know. A black truffle is something that is gonna have to grow on me. My initial reaction is I don't like it all that much. Oh, I think this area right here. I don't know. This reminds me of the stage 7 boss in Contra 1 is like, it's like a door in a wall. I wonder if this is supposed to look like that. Probably not. How different can a door in a wall be? Well, no, hang on. The wall boss from the first stage of Contra was in this game. Maybe they did do that on purpose. But that, like, this isn't what's behind that. Like, none of this matches what's behind it. No, why did I do that? Oh, I'm a fool. Ooh. Yeah, neither of these are great. Oh, I didn't know I was going to spawn right there in the middle of them. Just bleed everything away. Oh, I forgot. It starts you mid-level when you continue. Easy game. We're fine. It was a pleasure to meet you. I'll be heading out to sleep now. Hey, thank you for coming by, Kano. Thank you for the follow. Very happy we got to meet. I hope you sleep well, and hopefully I'll get to enjoy your company again soon. Hopefully we can make something happen. Oh, but I don't know if I finished the thought, but I played the first Contra on NES for the very first time, the August before last, and then I've been working my way through the series, and I've been trying to do challenge runs of a lot of them. But I have to say, like, this one here is the first one that, like, I feel like I kind of immediately loved Contra 1 and Super C. I like Super C better than Contra 1, I would say. I don't know if I would have said it right away, but at this point, I'll definitely say it. Super C is just, I love Super C. But, why am I stuck? But this one here, this is the first Contra game that I've been kind of slow to warm up on. I feel like I like 8-bit Contra more than 16-bit Contra is my impression at this point. think my biggest trouble, like, this game has a lot of variety in it, which is in a way a good thing, but it means there's less like of your sort of standard run and gun levels, and like I really like the run and gun levels, so to have it where there's only 6 levels, right, and 4 of them are gimmicks. Pyro says, had an early day. I'll catch you on the next one. Thank you for the raid, and thank you for the follow as well. Hopefully I'll be able to drop into to one of your streams someday. I hope that you have a great rest of your night and rest well. I love retro, especially if there's a challenge to be had. Always another challenge to conquer. I don't at all remember how to make it through this level. We will very likely be restarting from game over. This ship part right here reminds me of Sparkster. I think that's also a Konami game, right? Now that I think about it, Sparkster. That was one that I actually had as a kid. I don't know that I ever beat it. There's like there's a level near the end where you have to fight a boss, and you're both in like boxing spaceships. And I don't think I ever got past that part. The top-down levels in this are dizzying. Yeah, they had to show off that Mode 7, didn't they? And yeah, I think it's maybe to the game's detriment. Oops. All right, well, from the top. I'm with you though, Frownie. I like 8-bit Contra way more. Yeah, this has grown on me a bit. Like, I like it. I have grown to like this a lot more as I've played it, but I don't think I'm ever gonna feel like that it's as good as the 8-bit Contra games. This first stage here, though, like I have to say, like this first stage is a masterpiece. Stage 1 is amazing. It's got all kinds of stuff going on. It's got spectacle, and it's a good challenge to get through. Stage 1 is like a masterpiece. It belongs in a museum. And then stages 3 through 5 are kind of, you know, they all have their issues. Stage 3 is probably like the best of them. You know, 2 and 5 are the top down, so they're like tech spectacle. The 4 is impressive in a way. The motorbike stage where I just lost everything. And stage 6 is a somewhat solid ending. It's kind of like calls back to the other games, plays on your nostalgia in a way. But I don't know. Then Ridley shows up out of nowhere and it becomes a frustrating mess. Someone that worked at Konami just really liked Metroid, and particularly they really liked Ridley because they saw Ridley in Metroid and they said, you know what, I'm just going to take that, and they put him in Contra 3, and they put him in the Castlevania adventure. They just said, you know that character, he's ours now. How did Battletoads go? Budafinger's ass. I made it to stage 9 on both runs, but I didn't clear stage 9. I don't recall if you were with us last night. I made it to stage 10 last night, so I have cleared stage 9 once, but I could not duplicate that success tonight. I got close. I got to the last checkpoint in stage 9 several times, but I couldn't get through that last area again. Last I saw, you're working on the gear tunnel. Yeah, so we've been through all that, the gear tunnel and the liquid gear tunnel later on. I got to stage 10 and I met the guy, the big guy you got to race to the bomb. I figured that out and I beat him once, but I couldn't beat him again. I didn't actually have a lot of lives for tries at that point though either, so but it's progress. I'm getting better. I'm mastering more and more Battletoads each time. It's quite the challenge. Glad to hear you're still grinding away. Still grinding away. We're gonna keep at it. It's a lot of fun, and like I'm enjoying playing it, and people seem to be having a pretty good time coming along for the journey. So we'll probably keep working on it. Probably keep doing it like probably do it next week like this week, and just do more do a few attempts each night. Maybe if I make it to the last stage, and if I'm struggling but consistently getting to the last stage, then we'll just throw it on the schedule for a night of like nothing but battle toads until it goes down kind of thing. If I reach that point. I used to know how to make it through this part. Like, I knew where to stand and do the fire, and you know, you don't play a game for a couple months, and it's like you never played it before. That whole if you don't use it, you lose it kind of thing. Oh, is that true? Uh-oh. Put me down, put me down. No! That was terrifying. Ah. I wonder if you spent as much time on Toad so far as Echo? Probably. Certainly not. Certainly not. Toads, I think I've probably spent... At most, I've probably spent... 15 hours. I say that, and I think that might be wrong. I think I might have spent about, maybe about 20 hours. I think Toads will be longer than Echo. But the thing is, Echo was all that time was on one level. With Toads, like, I'm playing a lot of different levels, and I'm having a lot of fun. Echo is endless hours of one suffering level. I'm perfectly fine with Toads taking longer than Echo, which I think it will. I think it will by the end for sure. I'm rusty, so I'm in this phase where like, you know, like you kind of go through phases with the game like this, right? Because like the fire's a really good weapon, and so like I'm scared to use the fire because I'm afraid if I die, I'm gonna lose it. But like I'm just thinking back because like, you know, a couple months ago when I was playing this game once a week and we were doing it regularly, like I wouldn't turn the fire off to save it. I would use the fire because the fire is a good weapon, and the more I used it, the less likely I would be to die. So like it's kind of weird. Like, yeah, at one hand you're like, I can't use this good weapon because I might lose it if I die. And at what point, like, where's that line that you transition to be like, this weapon's so good, if I use it all the time, I'll never die. Because I'm definitely back in that beginner mode. That's because you started both in January, and they're going long. Of course, Toads is more fun, though. Yeah, way more fun. And, like, and I didn't play Echo nearly as consistently, right? We weren't, at no point were we doing Echo every night of the week. That was never gonna happen. Yuck. I missed that jump twice tonight, and when I miss that, I lose my fire. And that's real bad, because I like that fire for the boss. Those corners are really tripping me up. When you're on this diagonal piece here, you can't push... Like, I try to push down, right, to climb down the slope of the diagonal, and that doesn't work. You have to push left or right. That's why I keep getting caught up there, is because I'm holding down instead of left or right. It's a little yucky. Ah! Wow, this guy has a lot of health. We got him, though. Pea shooter only run. Let's go. If you've just stopped in, that's not what this is. That was a joke. Thank you for the GG. Thank you, thank you. We're in a little bit of a better shape here, I think, to come at this level this time. I don't promise success, but I'm optimistic, guardedly optimistic. I forgot you can hold the button. I was tapping it. The game is auto turbo. I forgot that. That's another thing I'm not crazy about with this Contra, is that by default you've got like a turbo mode with your guns. They hold the auto fire all the time. I don't like that because I feel like I'm cheating. Game's supposed to make me wear my wear my thumb out. This is the Pea Shooter Plus run. That's the way to sell it. I like that. Time for me to go to dinner, Buffalo says. Sorry, I didn't catch the full message. Good luck. Thank you for the luck. I'm gonna do my best. Hopefully, I'll win a victory for us. Enjoy your dinner. Thank you for spending some time with us. It was, as always, great to have you here. This boss, on my first playthrough of this boss was such an obstacle for me. I mean, it might be right now such an obstacle for me. We're gonna see how it goes, but I definitely am not strolling into town with overwhelming confidence. Ooh, the laser is so good. Except the laser can't hit this boss. There we go. Not from where I usually stand. I always want to be on the top one during this part, and with the laser, that's not really an option. So I've got to be brave. I've got to be brave and fight from the middle. I'm not good at it. Victory. I was never scared. I knew all along we'd win. Oh, Archon, I like that, I like that skeleton waving emote. This level is such a pain. Your wife made that one? Nice. But she did an excellent job. I like that one. I like that quite a bit. I don't remember how to handle this part. No. Hey, Angelus, welcome in. For a moment, I saw just the game over without the continues, and I was about to panic. Did I type everything right? Were you playing Among the Sleep? What kind of game is that? Welcome in friends of Angelus as well. We're very happy to have you with us. Someday I'm going to be so good at typing with my right hand, you won't believe it. All right, do we start at the boss? We do. I thought we might. Oh, give me that laser. It's just a thing. You gotta just have a feel for catching your spin when you're lined up with the eye. It's coming back to me, you know. It's coming back to me. Victory! Oh, get that guy out of here. It's a horror game where you play as a 2-year-old. Some may enjoy the game more than me. Alright, it all comes down. This stage, whether or not I beat this, well, never mind. There's a very good chance I'm not going to beat this, because there's the Ridley fight, which is just devastating. I don't remember how to fight this guy either. Oh my goodness, look at all of those shrimp! Oh, I literally just stand here. I didn't remember how to fight that guy at all. That does not bode well. There's a Ridley fight and the final boss are both like... They're both super hard, and I'm super out of practice. The music is very Star Wars-y in parts. See what the game designers are going for? They definitely capture the feel of being 2 years old, for better or worse. I can't say I have much memory of what it was like to be 2 years old. I thought if we stood our ground, we could take that guy out faster. Alright, I'll pick it up. I don't even want this power up. I'm gonna pick it up. If you stand just right, you can sort of cheese this, yeah. To where you're hurting the boss and guarding yourself from the guy in the back. Boy, are we even gonna get to see the later enemies? I don't know. Well, we got to see him. We got to see Ridley at least. For some reason, your character has a teddy bear that talks to you, and for some reason glows. Personally, I think it's all in the kid's mind. Could very well be. It's a pretty standard trope in horror media, right? Revelation that everything was in the character's mind all along. Not a particularly great, like, plot twist. It's pretty weak, but people certainly do use it. That's annoying. You can get that boss a lot quicker than I did. You can get the boss without having it ever go underground. I didn't forget how impossible this part is, but I did forget how to do it. I'm dead. Oh, that's why I don't like Contra 3. Oh, Ridley is a game ruiningly annoying to me. Both of these weapons are sort of bad. Okay. I can't take it. All right. From the top. We'll make one more try. Oh, the ending of this game is so ugly. And we didn't even get to the actual boss. I remembered that Ridley was a nuisance. I didn't remember just how impossible he is. You'll get it. Let's go. Thank you for the positive thoughts, Shadow. It's difficult to agree. I appreciate your confidence. I still haven't ever played hardcore yet, but I really hope that I like it more than this. People have told me that it's I mean, I don't hate this. I don't hate this game. I just ugh. It's no 8-bit Contra. It's just the problem. I'm being a little hyperbolic, but I do really hope that I like hardcore better. I thought there was no way I was gonna be able to avoid that. Wow, the laser really kind of ruins this guy, huh? Look at that laser go. Contra 3, all laser run. You know, I don't think I like in video games where you have weapons that behave differently on different levels. Like the laser here, right? On the side-scrolling levels, the laser goes all the way, like it never stops. It goes to the end of the world. And on the top-down levels, the laser is suddenly a lightsaber. And like, I get why they changed it, like, for gameplay reasons, but, like, if you can't have a weapon behave consistently, then maybe you need to think of a reason why that weapon doesn't exist on certain levels. Because just arbitrarily changing how it behaves is very, you know, the world. Where's the consistency in the world of the game here? I'm losing my suspension of disbelief. I never thought about that. You're absolutely right. I get why the laser doesn't travel all the way to the end of the stage, right? Because if you just, because you just stand in circles, and I get why they changed it, like from an anti-cheese perspective, but without it being contextualized, I don't know. I don't like it. What's happening? Oh, I did. That was a clunky during that boss fight. I think I can safely say I've never fought this guy with the laser before. It's a little awkward because the way the laser works. It's hard to move after I stop firing it. Ooh, I don't like fighting the guy with the laser. I don't recommend it. It kills him fast enough, but it really messes with your ability to move. However, the laser for the boss on the next level, if I can keep it all the way there, we're gonna do that again. I think I can say I was a fan of that. You can one-cycle this guy with the fire if you do real good. Just see how close he was. Oh, one thing that's tough with the fire is, like, if you're shooting the fire and an enemy shoots a projectile, the enemy's bullet will go behind your flames. So, like, if you were to stand here and shoot at one of these turrets and it fired at you, you might get hit and never see the bullet because it traveled behind your flames the whole time. Ask me how I learned that. Where'd that pink guy think I was? Victory. That guy was close to one cycle, too. Excuse me. Sorry, my friends. You get so many one-ups from those guys. Did we just get like 2, 3 extra lives? I don't even know how many extra lives we got. It was so many. No, I lost the fire. I was having so much fun with the fire and I lost it. Dual wield lasers, here we go. Oh no! I completely just forgot this guy even existed. There go all those lives I was celebrating at the beginning. Oh, we're in the final. I was like, why is it going fast? I didn't know I took out that gun on the bottom, so I didn't know we were in the final phase, and I was real scared for why the missiles were suddenly speeding up. Victory! Woo. That boss is hard. That boss is real tough. That was a big roadblock for me for the first clear of this game. Feels good to make it past there. Without losing a life to that boss. I never start in this position ever. I've never been over here, not a single time. I don't really think it matters all that much, but it could. Oh, I want that. Yeah, double lasers once again. Here we go. I'm really enjoying the laser tonight on some of these levels. Ah, not the fire. Did that just cost me 2 lives? I think I had 8 lives, right? Now I've got 6. How did I lose 2? I got hit and fell off the cliff, so it's a double death. Oops. I would love to pick up that laser, but I'm just gonna stick with this. Hey, there we go. I forgot you can lie down. I never used the lie down ability. I'm actually really... I was going to say, I'm actually really scared to use the laser for this level. I can't believe this guy took so many lives away from me before. Look at him. He doesn't know what's going on. Just run past everything like it doesn't exist. Only I knew how to fight Ridley. Excellent. I actually kind of know phase 2. Well, I die as I say I kind of know phase 2. Oh, actually I don't know it without the bombs. The cluster bomb. Well, I'm learning something. Oh, that felt awkward. That felt awkward through and through. Never once did I feel comfortable doing that. Yes, I want the fire. Please and thank you. I should have jumped. I didn't remember that arm on the left had infinite health. I hit that thing so much. Phase 2. Phase 2 is not much of a problem for Ridley. Phase 1 is impossible. Hey, Tip Touches Water. Good to see you. How are the vibes tonight? I am suffering. I'm suffering and crying. Contra is making me upset and sad. For sure. You may have noticed there's only one of these options that I know how to deal with. I don't think I've ever had the laser at this fight. Having the laser to make my selection makes it so much more pleasant. Oops. This one's okay. This one's okay too. Because you can just stand off to the side. In fact, it's even better actually. Except it doesn't get you extra lives the way the other one does. Oh, I missed. And this is bad. I don't know how to handle that one. But he died! Victory! We did it! Oh my goodness. Oh. I was thinking I might not even beat this game again tonight. Oh, I was thinking that might not happen. Thank goodness. We did it, my friends. Oh. Thank you for the GG. I knew you could do it. Thank you, Shadow. Appreciate the vote of confidence. Ooh. I wasn't quite feeling it. Hey, Jesse, good to have you here. Welcome in. How are you tonight? I'm doing much better now. I was trying to beat Contra. I think it took 4 tries. I think I game overed 4, and like completely, like out of credits, start from the beginning, game overed. I think I game overed completely 4 times before we beat it tonight. So I was feeling real bad because I was so rusty at it, but it does feel nice to be done with it. To make it through. It feels good to make it through. I'm nowhere near done with it. I've got to beat the game on hard mode someday. That's like way out there. Welcome in. Is that I'm not sure if you say Crut or Croot. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for the GG. I appreciate that. I've never been good at Contra. I'm so bad at them. I'm pretty bad at this one. I'm decent at some of the other ones. The NES Contras, Contra and Super C. I'm decent at those. Uh, I've done a couple challenge runs through each of those. Operation C, I'm okay at. This one though is just Contra 3 is a whole different thing. It's so tough. Everyone calls me Cret. Yeah, I did. Thank you. Yeah, I did do well in the final boss. That was the best. That was the best I've ever done at that final boss. But watch this. Now the game restarts on hard mode. Watch the difference. Hard mode is absurd. And it's mostly because of these sniper guys. Oops. I mean, that didn't look so bad. All right, hang on. How about I stop playing bad? That doesn't really show the game off, right? I never appreciated how good the laser can be. Just everything moves so fast. Everything moves so fast, and there's so many enemies. They turn it up so much. They all take extra damage. Their bullets move extra fast. It's a bit much for my small brain to handle. I didn't know what to do because as soon as I stood up, I was going to stand up into the line of fire. Oh no, I actually didn't want to continue. So I'm not really up for hard mode yet. That's a challenge. That's a challenge I do want to be able to complete, but that's something for another day. So, I'm just trying to think of what we should do tonight. That took a lot longer than I thought it was going to. It's still a bit early, but I have to say I feel like I'm kind of running out of steam for tonight. I think it might the best thing to do might be to call it a night and to raid out. I kind of feel bad to do that when a few people have just joined us there right at the end of this game, but the thing is, it probably wouldn't be worth hanging around if I'm starting to feel low energy anyway. So why don't we call it a night, my friends? I apologize if you just come in, but I think on that victory is going to be a good place to rest. I'll send us somewhere. I'll try and send us somewhere good though. If you would be so kind as to stand by and come along for the raid. I usually don't stream on the weekends, so you likely won't catch me tomorrow night. Get some rest, Frownie. Thank you so much for the stream. Thank you, Shadow. Thank you for recommending the channel. That's very kind of you to do. I really appreciate you um, sharing us with some other fine people. It was nice to meet your friends that you brought along. Um, yeah, so I'm gonna send us in the direction of Sarconius. Actually haven't really got to see anything from him yet. He's playing Castlevania Chronicles. A fantastic, brutal game, right in line with a Contra. So I can't really speak for necessarily what the vibe and the content are like over there. I don't know where he falls on like the family friendly spectrum, so we're discovering all that together. He's raided our channel a couple times though and hung out here, so I suspect that there've got to be some good people over there on that channel. So let's check it out. But I just got to give you the heads up. See you around, Greg. Thank you for stopping by. Master Tuesday. Have a good one. So we'll head in this direction. I normally don't stream on Saturday, like I said. I wouldn't expect to see me tomorrow. There's a slim chance Sunday night. Sometimes I get on, but it's not usually a regular night for me either. I'd look for me Monday. Probably every night next week. Haven't written the schedule yet, but every weeknight. It's more than likely I'll be on. 11 p.m. Central Time is the startup. We're working on Battletoads almost every night, making a couple runs at that. You'll probably see at the beginning of the stream. In the second half of the streams, we're also trying to finish a first playthrough of the Minish Cap. Excuse me. Dark Souls, and we'll do more Contra. I keep saying I need to get to the Contra adventure, and now that we've sort of de-rusted this game a little bit, I think I should be ready for that. But yeah, thank you for being here, my friends. Thank you to all of you. I really appreciate your company. I hope you're well until I see you again, and I hope I see you again very soon. But it's time for us to head out for the night. I'm all out of streams, so let's go on an adventure.